Welcome to part 2 of the Nick fan fiction of the century.
Yeah.
So after they start, the doctor's there and he's like, well, I don't see any way of exhuming you from the cement. How are we going to get him out of here? We're going to have to start cutting him. And then wait, is Nick conscious for all this?
So wait, is this part of the same universe
that
that Nick turns into a totem pole and a Tengu mask?
I don't know. That's an interesting question. Maybe this is his origin story.
Wait, is this how he becomes
a gritty reboot?
So like he gets cursed by Olmec to become a totem pole. Whatever he's like, he doesn't have enough water. Is that what it is? Because he's so used to being underwater all the time.
Well, maybe Nick is like incoherent. Like he's awake, but he's like sort of like, he's been underwater for so long. It's just he's not like dying from a lack of nutrition. It's like being in solitary confinement for months and he's just like senseless. And like he finally snaps to when they start
constant hypoxia.
Yeah.
When they start cutting his fucking legs off, he suddenly lurches to life. He's like, no! He says he's gonna hurt me! Don't cut me out! Son, I think you'd better start explaining. He's like, I'm not allowed to tell you the secrets. I'm not allowed to tell you his secrets. He'll ask you. He asks you questions. You don't ask him. It's like, just like babbling.
If you don't get him right, you don't go on.
Yeah, he'll take your amulet away.
Yeah.
If you know the end, you'll win an N64.
Yeah. Or maybe a new pair of Reeboks.
Or a trip to Orlando.
Sneakers with
Universal
lights in them. It's like, well, Chief, what do you think? It's the goddamnest thing I've ever seen. This guy was at the bottom of the river for must have been months, and he's still alive, if you can call it that.
I don't know, is he?
I want to find the guy who poured the cement. We've been questioning him for 3 days straight. They say he just poured cement in a bucket, and it took that shape.
They check his cell, and his face is all twisted up like the Ring.
Yeah. His head's been turned around 4 times.
His arms all withered where the Olmec shards stuck him like they're embedded in his skin. really necrotic.
Oh, hold on. We got to make it thematic with the show. So so you have the segment where they cross the river. You have this segment where he's got like a buzzer coming out of him or something like that. Like that just impaled him.
What are you talking about? They walked downstairs first, didn't they?
No, I think in this case, his face is slowly transforming into the mask that the temple guards wear.
Ooh, there you go. I like it.
Or maybe like he's perpetually standing at the top of like a Chichen Itza kind of thing, and like he can only take one. Like every time they try to get him to move, he like tepidly takes one step down, and he won't go any further. I'm not allowed.
Yeah,
I'm not allowed. I can't take more than one step.
You have to ask me
not until he asks the question.
I don't know the question. And then he just like goes back.
Where did you dump the body? Who the hell are you? How did you make that thing in his feet?
I don't know. And he steps backwards.
I don't know what fucking islands Magellan discovered first. I don't fucking know.
Who fucking found Hawaii?
1486.
This guy's talking nonsense. I think he's doped up.
I don't know who the queen was.
It's like a fucking like some investigator like looks it up and he's like,
we need a Polynesian expert.
All I found, God. We need someone who speaks Polynesian dialects. This guy is just babbling. Oh. No, it's we got his whole family tree here. It's like his grandfather came over from Italy. We don't show any Tahitian lineage at all. I don't know why the hell he's talking Tahitian, but we got to fly in somebody who knows how to speak of this. It seems like he's speaking an archaic dialect of Tahitian.
And they only find out what his deal is when they piece together like several scraps of paper that he's been scribbling on, but they have to sort it into like a readable sentence, and they realize there's a map on the back. Oh, God damn it.
Well, Doc, what's it say?
I
don't really understand. Well, it's a strange dialect, but it seems to say something about a silver monkey's head. I don't know.
I was about to say, it's just a picture of a blue barracuda.
Yeah, on the map are like little drawings. There's a purple parrot somewhere on there, a red jaguar.
Yeah.
They're like
they're looking through the double-sided glass.
Doesn't mean
Nick gets
anything to
taken
me.
away by a temple guard.
Yeah, they gave him a full box of crayons, and when he finishes, he just lays his head on the table and cries.
Just evaporates into dust.
So is that Nick or is that the guy?
Fart.
Guy still.
That's the other guy. Nick gets taken away by a temple guard. They're only when everyone's gone, but they're looking through the double-plated glass or whatever, like the one-way mirror, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And they just hear the dragging before they turn on the light, and he's like getting hauled away into the shadows. They storm the room, and he's gone. Where the fuck? How could they? They couldn't have. They couldn't have. Well, Chief, I think we're about to declare this a cold case.
Oh no! The expert is like, "Did you take anything from him?" And they go, "Yeah, he just had this." It's like, no,
It's
God
just
damn
this.
it!
It's like no. It's like one half of the talisman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. That's why the temple guardian came for him. You don't know what you've done.
Yeah, and once they take it away, that's when I fully form into a totem pole.
And then it's like, well, I don't think where do we look for them? I don't think you're gonna find them. Well, I guess we'll put this in evidence. And he's like, no, don't. I don't think you should part with it. For your sake and for that of your family, I think you should keep that on your person at all times. Goddamn son of a bitch.
And every so
Just
often, he looks out the window at night and he sees one of those spooky masks. Motherfucker.
As long as you're not in the river, though, all the curses on the city are gone, and they start winning, and like all the all
they go to the
miscellaneous
World
misfortune
Series.
stuff.
Yeah, so everything kind of works out in the end.
Yeah, that's all that matters. to
Not
them.
for you so much.
Yeah.
Years later, like it's like the ending of Silence of the Lambs, and it's Nick, and he's talking on a payphone, like an anachronistic like 70s payphone somewhere. Like, where the fuck are you? And he's like,
Oh, here are the steps.
I don't know what they actually say in that movie. I just know he disappears into the crowd.
Yeah.
And we see Nick. He's like D.B. Cooper on an airplane. And they push him off so bad he turns into a fucking totem pole.
Yeah.
That pierces through the hull of the plane.
Oh no! It's no. The
Unbelievable.
shot. Here's the shot, Keith. If it was a movie, so he hangs up the phone, and then the camera. You see the close up of the phone getting put on the hook, and then the camera pulls out, and then all you see is just a Tenga mask on the floor of the phone.
And then it like pans up, and we hear that like Peruvian pan flute theme song that
Yeah.
was the end of Legends, like boop 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 boop. You know.
But also, speaking of cursed objects being thrown in rivers, I did actually...
Like and subscribe to Trouble Planet.
Yeah, I did end up in Dotonbori.
Nice.
I saw a Colonel Sanders statue at a KFC.
Oh, is that the picture we saw?
Yeah, I got a picture with it. And I even saw the bridge that they threw his silly ass off of.
Did you see the white guy that it was based off of?
No, that guy was in Oklahoma last I checked.
Did you put your hand into the river's water and say a silent prayer of Colonel's giving?
I threw myself in as a sacrifice.
Well, Nick, now you've been to the Colonel River and you've been to actual Kentucky. You've basically done a full pilgrimage around the world.
Yeah, I should have.
That's our Mecca.
I should have at some point gone to
his grave.
Yeah, to the cemetery where he's buried, which is apparently right next to Muhammad Ali, or at least
They
in the
should
same.
fly his ass to
grounds.
Japan.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool if Colonel Sanders was buried in Japan. Beat the myth.
I can only imagine.
Oh, that
he
could be
would-
the plot of your sequel, Nick.
Oh yeah, to try to like deliver his bones.
Unto
Wait, I was
to
gonna
the
say,
proper
does
land.
he get stuck in a Colonel Sanders statue instead this time?
Oh,
Instead of
it's,
No, you halt.
it's like a national treasure sort of wacky ass adventure where
Yeah.
step one is getting the bones of Colonel Sanders exhumed, and then like a whole series.
There's a puzzle box and stuff.
Yeah, a whole series of plane flights and all sorts of shit, and then like it all culminates in getting to Osaka, being on the Dotonbori, and all sorts of like cops and Interpol agents are pointing guns, and it looks like I'm at a loss. And the last thing I do is, holding the skeleton of Colonel Sanders, I dive off the bridge.
And you stay down there so long because you have all that experience with Olmec that they think you're
also
dead.
Well, not only that, but Nazis show up, like actual 1930s Nazis, and they get into a big fight. Like, you distract the factions, all get into a huge climactic battle, and you use the chaos to escape into the river.
Yeah.
Okay, do we keep this conversation going and start a new episode, or are we done? Do you guys have any more Olmec or Nick lore left?
The question is, like, do you have any more Nick lore?